go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I invite pain. You're never human, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a pain. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 still go, 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 slow it, still go, go, there's no hope, still go, I never answer to no, I still go, go.
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Well, people, that lesson was not helpful today with Benjamin Keys in court. He found out. He did not pay attention to the mathematics or the graph, and his fuck around level was extremely high. And in front of the judge, what had happened was the judge explained, today, you're going to have to find out. And he's in jail and found out. We have the lovely Miss B.S. in the chat. Today, I was very excited when I heard the news. And to my fault, and this is my fault. I rushed a video out. I was extremely happy about it. It probably was, overly, listen, people, I get excited sometimes. And I got the video up too soon. And I didn't really put too much information in there. So after the video, I shared BS's post, okay? And this is exactly in the only source where I have my information from. Now, you may know BS from the chats. BS is not a victim, but a survivor from Tiffany Murray and Benjamin Keys. Because people, hey, I help a lot of people. I give a lot of people voices. BS is in the chat. I tagged her. She's in the description. Probably the best to do it with Benjamin Keys updates. At some point I thought she was a threat, like almost giving me a run for my money. But hey, great minds collide, and we have became friends. We don't have to agree on everything, but what I will tell the women in the chat is this: a lot of women reach out, tell me the horrors and the doxing and the harassment that they have endured through Benjamin Keys. I wonder if Voices Behind My Balls and Tiffany Marie are going to speak on the recent transaction. Probably not, but they'll be quick to collab with such a child advocate after bonding out and release. Or, you know, when they're talking about a subject, I think they'll get it'd be a good idea to collab with this guy to get his insight on the topic, as if that's worth a fuck. CBS did it a different way. Most people reach out, and there's no shame. I'll give you a voice. I'll stand up for you. No shame, my game. I'll help you. But I just tell the ladies out there to follow BS's track and follow how she did it. Doxed, harassed, many things I'm leaving out, but pushed back in the ultimate way. Did a countdown when Benny's going to jail, and I pay attention to her channel, and hey people, and that's where I got the info from. So as you can see, as the shared community post says, he's in jail. All I can tell you as of right now on this live is this: Benjamin went to court, and the judge said, "Hey, nope, not having it." I believe it maybe because of the rearrest. I didn't look into it much more because we just know he's in custody. So let's look at the comments to see if there is any updates. And now I don't know the full aspect of it, but it may look like he may have to sit a little bit. BS, did we see a bond amount for the current fiasco? Did we see a bond amount for him being in custody? Do we have a bond amount set? Because in my guess here, and this is not facts, this is my guess, it would seem to be that he might be held with no bond. Yeah, that's actually factual information. Rage quit. He's already. So what happened? I got the insight. People, I've been to prison, so I phoned into somebody in the chain gang, and he's got the Skittles in the window. He didn't eat his cornbread tonight, and they have him. The laundrymen gave him a schmedium shirts, schmedium boxers, and he's prancing around. Okay. They had the lips, the Skittles. They put them in the wind. It's hot in Texas. Texas is hot. They put the Skittles in the window. He's got lipstick on, a little bit of blush, and hey, look, he's getting porked. Okay, that's factual information. Okay, he's getting porked. Okay, I can confirm that. No bond yet. So so what we confirm at this point, what we can confirm for facts, he's been porked 3 times. Cherry's been popped. Berry. Man, it's not a cherry, it's a berry, a manberry. It's a manberry. It's not a cherry, it's a berry. It's been popped. And he was in the infirmary in the beginning, a couple stitches, got him up out of there, and they ran through that, busted it open. And then so at this point, when they busted it open, so he got, he went to the doctors, they sewed it up, 3 stitches is what I heard. And then then Tyrone said, "Nah, I don't see that," and popped it right back open. And they have him being such a boy that now, instead of him just admitting that it got popped open, he's saying that this is my period. So this is all facts. Okay, all facts. And this is what we have going on. Not a dingleberry, a berry. Okay, so on the serious side of tonight, I hope you voted on the poll. I guess I'll get the poll out the way now. Serious stuff. Benjamin going to jail. What else is new? The guy's 45 years old. And look, with the women that collab with him, I'm getting information. I'm getting facts. I'm getting facts coming in, people. Let's see what we have going on here. Please hold. The state of Texas versus Benjamin Dwayne Lindsay, Principal United States. What's this about? Let's have a look. Shall we? Oh boy, what's this about? Last refreshed, April 26th, Collin County, April. Okay, what's this? Case events, October. Okay, we're getting blown up, people. Just please hold. Bond, wait a minute. Okay, that's old. We know about that bond amount. Okay, hold on. Docket event, citation. Okay, we know all this. Hold on a second. Portfolio. Oh boy, the state of Texas versus children's health system. Related cases. Wait a minute, what's this about? Guardianship for an adult. Wait a minute, people. No. That's something else. Okay, so people, he's back in. Okay, that's all we have to know. We don't need no more Benjamin stuff, people. I want to move on to Seth Rogers. Here's the deal, people. I'm not going to say this creator's name yet. He's pissing me off. This guy's pissing me off. But so yeah, a few days ago, I make a video of what Seth Rogers said. Look, here's the deal. And then I went live yesterday. Okay, I'm with Seth. I'm not against Chris. I'm not against Katie. But there's a recording. Okay, there was a recording. Okay. And that recording came from the visual. Okay. And obviously at this point, you know that Seth talked to Chris and Katie. Okay. Obviously, no, Seth said, fuck off if you're not with me. Unity. This is about Sebastian, this and that. Okay. You're all aware of this. Okay. Now, I see Seth back on YouTube with some schmuck. I never even heard of this guy's channel. Okay, I'm not going to give him clout. Settle down, Beavis. Settle down. And, man, I don't know what to say. The poll is up there. Here's what I'm thinking, people. Here's what I'm thinking. At the end of this live, real fast, back to Benjamin, we may call the jail. Because when I was in jail, he did call and get me put in confinement. So I might just fight fire with fire and call the jail to get him in confinement on the same exact way that he did me. Whisper, you got to settle down. So just hold your horses on that. What's the problem? But the poll was about, should I reach out to Seth? Because look, man, I'm seeing this guy on these interviews. It's killing this guy. Look, I'm for Seth. I'm for Chris. I'm for Katie. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. I'm not picking a side here, but I hate to see it. Back to the asshole that I don't want to give clout to. This guy, the recording that I played to you guys, it came from this person. Now this person makes a video and he's like, well, I'm having a tough time siding with Seth and what Seth says because look here. Chris and Katie are over here at the motorcycle shop, and why are they there? They should be at the visual. This judgmental asshole, they were at the visual. They were speaking with Seth. Seth said that people to F off and put your ego aside. I'm respecting what Seth says. I don't know Chris and Katie too much. But here's what I will say, man. I'm really debating calling the jail where he works and saying and speaking with somebody to say, hey, man, I know the guy's going through a lot. This is out of control, people, right now. It's too much, really, what I'm live. It's a little bit too much. It's just a little bit too much. I'm about to say. I'm about to say, hey, man, why would you do that? Like, why? It's too much. So I'm about to call the jail and I'm about to say, hey, man, can I leave a message? Who's doing that? Whoever's doing that, you're getting blocked. Of course, it's the wife sending me shit she should have done an hour ago. Apologize to everybody. So I want to call the jail and be like, hey, man, dude, somebody tell this guy, no bueno, stay off YouTube. But that's like me intruding into his total like personal space. I don't know this guy. That's like me getting too involved off what I see on YouTube. But I really want to help the dude. I don't want to know the dude. So I put the poll up there. there's no way for me to justify it, but it's like the more I see of the dude continually like these interviews and shit, he's just giving these assholes content. The most important thing he said is egos, man, egos. And he's gonna learn, man, I guess, on YouTube. I do want to call his job, but I'd be totally out of bounds by doing that. But then again, it's like, this is what I'm going to ask people to do. There's a million of these Sebastian Rogers groups on Facebook. I want people that send this live, and any video that I've done on Sebastian, I've been asking this continuously from you guys. If you support me, share it. And do me a solid. Do me a solid. If you share any Sebastian Rogers video that I do to that group, do me a solid. Let me know if they deny it, if they decline it, because I'll put that shit on blast on YouTube. Everybody sends me these Facebook groups, and I join. But if you send me these requests, and I don't, and you do some fuck shit and don't, and then I go to upload on your shit, I'm putting you out on blast on YouTube. So don't send me requests to any group unless I can post or my subscribers can post there. So I'm calling on you guys to do that. I'm not going to contact them, but man, you guys know what I'm saying here. It's looking bad, and I'm not taking a Seth side. I'm not taking a Chris side. It's looking bad, babe. My bad. I thought it was somebody else. Love you. We pissed the wife off already. All right, let's hit the comments. Let me get rid of this. Why do you say something? No bond yet. Benny looks like an orange jumpsuit. Hey, we're married. That's what we do. Different day. I heard that was an old picture. What is this? So tonight, though, yeah, absolutely hit the like. Tonight, what we're going to talk about is Annabelle, we don't do smiley over here. I think it would help Seth. Yeah, but I just feel out of bounds doing it. I have no problem doing it, but I feel out of bounds. I'm trying to tell you about your extended warranty. Yes, he is. So you guys are all for it. I'm high as fuck. That's cool. Candace is in the house. I don't see her. Candace, what's happening? So I'm glad that Candace is in here. I don't see Candace. Who's being mean? That is what Prayer Garden looks like. However, hold on. Where's it at? That's really what she looks like. Let me take T-Ray's comment off the screen so you can get the whole mosquito bite tits there. Babe, I didn't know that was you. I thought you already sent those things. All right. I love you. Forever, ever. So Swear Garden looks like this. We've already been down this aisle before. But here's the thing, guys. Last night, she dirty deletes. The most ridiculous lie. Okay? This crazy lie. Do I have any Christians in the house? I'm going to need my Christians in the comments. If you don't know, I'm Christian. Okay? I'm not the perfect Christian. Okay? But I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do have faith. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. Okay? I don't push it on people, but tonight we're going to talk about a little bit of spiritual and Christianity, only because she swears she's this big Christian. Now, she dirty deletes this crazy live. Now, why would you do that? But I have good people. We got somebody in the bushes. If you ever send me something, I will always protect your identity. Okay, that has to be said. That has to be known. So I won't be able to put her live stream on the screen, but we can Bluetooth it. You can hear it. There's only one person that sounds like she's on meth and inhaled helium, and that would be Swearguard of Brazil. Okay, if you're a subscriber of this channel, you know we have deported her from America months ago. She's been prayer guard of Canada. Canada kicked her out. Prayer garden of Australia. Australia kicked her out. So she's now prayer garden of Hell Garden of Brazil. So she's floated to Brazil. Now we got screenshots, and we have a 17-minute clip of her ridiculous stunt to pull in her. Now here's her game. Her game was now Ziggy hit the panel, and Fred Hill was in chat. So without further ado, challenge the Zigster. You have been on this panel. Okay? You have been on this panel. Fred Hill. Dude, you got your ass kicked on day one. On day one in jail, you got whooped. Like on day one, you got whooped. On day one. Nobody does that. Like Don was in the same jail. Don didn't get whooped. However, I could joke you, or I could challenge you. Now, this is coming from White Boy. I've been to your house. I've seen all the shit on your property. Poo-poo. 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 It's not poo-poo. Who took a shit? Who took it? Oh, it's Fred's house. So I challenge Fred to come on the panel next live. Now, here's the deal. Here's what you don't know. Here's okay. Jokes are over. Now, jokes are over. Ziggy, my challenge to you. Fred, you're welcome on the panel next live. No jokes, a civil conversation. And we can only back this up off the last time I had your wife, your new wife. I had your wife on the panel once, and I was very civil. I didn't out-joke her. We had a good civil conversation. I think civil discourse is very important. And a lot of people feel the way that Ziggy does about Summer Wells' case, and a lot of people feel the way that I do. So this is not a I gotcha moment. This is not a does Fred Hill win or does White Boy win? It's none of that. I want to hear your points of the case, and I'll give you mine. Okay. Now, dude, I had your wife on. Literally, I had your wife on, and I didn't do all that. So it's an extended offer. Now, here's the thing. Let me ask wifey if I could say it. Hold on.
Her and I plan to do it anyway.
You say it. It better come from you. So, Fred, if you come on the show, Fred, and we have a civil discourse, what people don't know behind the scenes is
I'm going to let Ziggy do my cards when she has time to do them.
So, Ziggy, what's happening? Ziggy?
But I was planning to do it for a while with her anyway.
Bam. Ziggy, what's happening, Zig? You've been here once. You can come here again. So, Fred, me and Fred, we have a discussion. And then after the discussion, the Zigster can do tarot card readings on the well. Bam. Bam. Okay. Now I'm only saying this, Zigster, Fred, because you were in Hell Chats last night. Hell Garden of Brazil. Okay. So, and I do know that you have a lot of different opinions of me on Summer Wells. I'm trying to stop this, people. Why do we have to make a video against each other? I make a video on Fred Hill or Ziggy or Hell, and then this one makes a bet. Let's talk about it. And Ziggy, I give you credit because no one else ever hits his panel. Somebody go get Pandrew. He had a 6-hour live the other night, a day about me. He won't hit the link. Prayer Garden, you're tagged. She can have the link.
Didn't his wife forbid him from coming on here?
Yeah, we'll get to Pandrew in a minute. Josh the Lab, come on over. Nobody does. So Ziggy, I'm not going to ruin that. Okay. So I'm extending the offer. Y'all make it happen. Y'all make it happen. Me and Fred have a talk and tarot card readings after. How about that? But Fred was in the chat of this crazy, this weird fucking desperate reach and attention to get Don Wells' attention. Now, here's the thing, what you don't know. We have the whole, we have what she dirty deleted. Oh, yes, we do. We don't have the whole thing, but we have enough for you to get to understand what's going on here. Ooh, somebody became a member. Shauna, thank you so much. But what you guys don't know is the beginning of this conversation. Hellgarden of Brazil says, hey, are you so-and-so's friend? You'll hear it. Months and months ago, I got a lot of new subscribers. I love repeating things because the old subscribers don't know of these things. And the old subscribers will be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I recorded this fucking nutcase who called me desperately wanting to apologize to Candace Wells. And this nutcase lives like 15 minutes away. I recorded her for about 30 minutes. A fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Exposed her months ago, maybe even a year ago, to everybody. This is where the information is coming from. Wouldn't you know? I bet you Ziggy's tarot cards didn't see this one coming. But so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna hear this desperate attempt to get Don's attention. I may have Candace or I'm definitely gonna call Don. Look, Don and Candace don't watch these people, but there was something brought up. I'm not gonna call Don and inform him about the drama. The so-called Christian woman of Hellgarden of Brazil, she always calls herself a Christian. And you have this dude on her panel who is saying things regarding the Bible. So they're trying to discredit Don, but they don't even the basic concepts of the Bible down. People, there's only one devil. There's only one devil. There's not two of them running around. Now, in the Bible, it could be the devil could be presented in the flesh, in human form, and that's spirit form, dirt. But there's not two of them. So as a Christian, when on a public platform as a Christian, if another person's speaking of the Bible, you're supposed to say, whoa, stop. Whoa, stop. Don't be a false prophet. Don't be a false prophet. You can't say that. That's not correct. But when you're so in love with Don, people, let's keep it real. One in the chat right now, if we remember, swear to God, Hellgarden of Brazil, sweating the penis of Don Wells. Keep it real. Keep it real. One in the chat. This lady was head over heels for Don Wells. She wanted Don to knock the old dust off that thing. Oh, bro. She wanted Don to come by. She wanted to move in. And she wanted Don to bang that thing sideways, up and down, get impregnated. But Don said, hell's no. Hell's no. I can't get jiggy with that shit. I just can't get jiggy with that shit. Lady, please. Try Lotto. Try Pornhub. Try anything but my cock. And she just wouldn't stop. Oh, she wouldn't stop. She just wouldn't stop. And the fascination turned into spitefulness, meanness. I'm gonna get you-ness. If I can't have that dick, nobody can. The devil herself. Let's see what the chat says. $3.99. Thank you, Queen of ASEAN. So, Christians in the house, I'm going to be looking for your comments. A lot of ones in the chat, Prayer Garden. Now, you can have the link. This is your content. I mean, you're tagged. I made a post hours ago. There's no way you don't know this is happening. If Ziggy comes in, no digs. Now, Ziggy, I'll have my people reach out to your people for the upcoming live because we're both celebrities and all. No. Wifey will call you. Wifey will call you, and we'll see if we can set this up. Oh, absolutely. She's watching. Abso-fucking-lutely. But so let me ask you this, chat. If you know the Bible, hit a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat if you know your Bible. And I'm not saying you got to know it. You have to recite a verse in tonight's live. Just your basic Bible stuff. Hit a 1 in the chat. Because the devil will be brought up. Oh, I know Dolly does. Okay. I found my source. Okay, we're done. I got Dolly. All right, here we go. So, here we go. So, what I'm about to play now is Swear Garden of Brazil, Hell Garden of Brazil. I forget what country we put her in. She's in Brazil right now. Hell Garden of Brazil, okay? This is her ridiculous attempt to, what time is it? 8:46. Let me call Donald. Because there's another thing brought up. Ooh, and now that we're talking about Ziggy, let's say this too. Hellgarden. So this guy's gonna tell. So Hellgarden says that Don is doing these rituals, and he believes in a devil. That's bullshit. Don invited me to the 7th day. Candace is in the chat. Where's Candace at? I don't know why I can't see her. I saw one comment that she put, and I hate not recognizing Candace. Also, Candace has been going live on her channel, y'all. Y'all click on Candace's avatar and subscribe to her channel. She's been going live. I don't see Candace, man. I saw her say, "Don't be mean to my friend." And she was talking about Noel. But that's all I see. Babe, is she in the chat? All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I got a lot of Christians in here. Okay, cool. So let me call Don right quick because, to be honest, I don't know the difference between Christianity and Seventh Day, okay? So I want to see if Don knows that, okay? And then I want to ask Don about the devil real fast because I'm not going to bother this guy. He will know nothing about no drama. So they're desperately trying to get Don to hit the link by making shit up. That's why it's dirty deleted, because obviously he didn't hit the link. That's why I had to go in the garbage can. But so I'm not informing him of no drama. No one's going to use this channel to get Don. It's just not going to happen. These people are so desperate, people. It's unreal. I got people in the comments that are desperately asking, well, you said that you're going to throw Candace's lie detector test. Yeah, Candace did offer to show him over here. I simply declined. What good would that do? What good would that do in true crime land? It would do nothing. It would do nothing. They would have something else to talk about. Now, back to Ziggy. What you may not know is Ziggy, when I went to Tennessee, Don and Candace went to church. When I was staying with them, they invited me. I didn't go. Candace is back. Hey, Candace. I'm back. I see you, Mama. I love you, Mama. So Candace and Don go to church all the time. All the time. I didn't go with them to church that day, okay? Personally, I'm a Christian, and they are a Seventh Day. I don't know what the difference is, and I should have went, but we just didn't go. Now, Ziggy, when she was in Tennessee, she went with Don. And after the church, she felt her knee. She started crying. I don't know if she's expressed this on her channel or not, but she started crying. Some people may say that, well, is that guilt? Is that this and that? I'm not here to show to like throw dig on that. That could mean a lot of things spiritually. So there's nothing for me on that. But she did start crying. Okay. But she would be somebody to know that Don does not practice these rituals. So I will call Don right now only because I don't want him to crash out on us because we have a few recordings to watch. I do want to know the difference between Christianity and
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
And the difference between Christianity and Seventh Day and how many devils there are, because this moron, Hellgarden of Brazil, seems to think that there's two. Come on, Lucifer's only one, people. Stop it. Oh, Hellgarden, stop it. I know you say, I'm new Christian. But no, yeah, you could be all that. You could be all that, but keep it fucking real, lady. Keep it fucking real. Pergarden, why don't you hit the link? The exploiters and the Summer Wells people, they're so weak. Why are they so afraid of a little old link? The joke is on them. Can we get laughing faces in the chat, please? Because she's watching. She's watching. She's watching. Oh, she's watching. Oh, she's watching.
Hey, what's up going on?
What's up, Bubba?
Oh, not much.
Hey, I got some questions regarding the seventh day for you, Don.
Okay.
So, what is the difference between, like, what is the basic difference between, like, Christianity and Seventh Day?
Hold on a minute. The difference between the other churches and the Seventh Day?
Like, as a, you know, I guess as a Christian and Seventh Day, like, what's the difference?
Okay.
Do you know or no?
I'm getting a lot of feedback.
All right, hold on. Let me fix it. Is it better now?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know the difference between, like, Seventh Day and Christianity. Do you know the difference between it?
Well, Seventh Day are Christians. Christians, you know, means belief in Christ.
Right.
Yeah. So they're definitely Christians and Bible believing, like most churches are. You know.
Yeah. Well, let me real fast. Like, what I mean is, like, I don't even know, you know, there's Christianity, then there's Baptist, there's Methodist, there's all these, like, different, like, off branches. So I'm not trying to isolate Seventh Day, but, like, in each one. But I'm sure there's, you know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, they're all good churches, and they'll, you know, the ones that, if it's in the Bible, you know, like Mark Fox says, if it's in the Bible, they'll believe it. But if not, they don't want it, kind of thing, you know. But yeah, the Seventh Day have an understanding of Revelation and Daniel and into the end time message. Yeah, I mean, it's important to understand Revelations because we're in the sixth seal. We're living in the sixth seal, and we're in the very end of time. And a lot of people don't realize that, and that's why it's so important to understand the Seventh Day message. You know, because it's for us. It's for the end time.
No, absolutely. All right, I have a really dumb question for you. Okay.
No, it ain't dumb.
Well. So in the Bible, how many devils is there?
Well, there's just one. You know, Lucifer. He was created the great one, a very beautiful great angel, and I can't remember, like son of the morning or something. Very beautiful angel, though, and very I don't know, but he wanted Christ's position, and Christ is God's son. So Jesus was able to create everything and do all this neat stuff, and Satan was jealous. You know, so he created the war in heaven. He got him a YouTube channel, and he started bashing God and Jesus and stuff. I'm just kidding on that, but kind of the same thing. You know, it was really bad, though, and he took 1/3 of the angels with him. So that's really bad. I mean,
no,
yeah,
absolutely. So I don't know either what the fallout was with. I know that Lucifer was actually, I forget if the Bible says, I don't want to misquote the Bible, but Lucifer was one of the top angels, right? Like up there with Archangel Michael and all that. And don't want to misquote, guys. In the comments, be more than please correct me by all means. But Lucifer was a top angel and then got cast into hell. Okay, and from there is,
well, he got cast into outer darkness first. If I remember this right, okay, like he was cast into outer darkness, so he still had some territory that he could cover, and then he just kept up his I think, if I'm not mistaken though, but he was finally cast to the earth, and him and his angels can't leave this earth, and but they have power to tempt us humans and stuff, and so the war rages on this earth, and we have to overcome the world. So it's very important for us. Yeah, it's scary.
All right, man. I just want to get your insight on that, because I'm about to play some moronic shit. But as far as Seventh Day and Christianity go, you don't know like the difference?
Well, yeah, they're the same basically. It's just that the Seventh Day Adventists, God set up this church in the end times because and give them the end time message to proclaim to the world through Ellen White, her books, and stuff like that. They have an understanding of Revelations, and Daniel's book was sealed, for a long time. Now it's unsealed, and like I say, they have an understanding of Daniel and the books unsealed and Revelation, and they interpret each other. The Bible interprets itself.
So, and one minor difference that I did notice is you guys go to church on Saturday, correct?
Yes, sir. That's the actual Sabbath day. Yes, sir.
So I guess in Christianity, well, I don't want to say that either, or misquote any guys in the comments. Please straighten me, but I do know that Catholics and Christians go on Sunday. But then again, though, there is some you can go to church on Saturday as well as a Christian, all throughout the week, I believe.
Yeah, the fourth commandment says keep the Sabbath day holy, and the Sabbath day is Saturday. It's a commandment. And the Roman Catholic Church, there's good people in the Roman Catholic Church. There's real Christians that are trying hard, to do the right thing, and we're not trying to put them down or anything like that.
No, absolutely not. I'm just trying to, because what I'm about to play, it all makes sense. But so
they got that movie called Out the Hopeful, and it's something. It teaches, it just come out, and that's about the Seventh Day Adventist Church, how they come about. But Ellen White's book takes off after the Bible. It starts at 70 AD and goes throughout history.
Gotcha.
So that, it takes you throughout history, through the Dark Ages up to present, how they preserved the Bible, how it was hidden. They preserved it. They brought it back out of obscurity. There's a lot to know there, and it's very important to know. That's why I was fixing to just lay down and read one of her books I've been reading on here for a while.
So let me ask you this. You invited me and Noel to go last time we're up there. We go back up in June. I am going to go up there. I'll go with you guys. I'll go with you guys on Saturday.
That'd be good.
There was a time when I don't remember how long ago when Ziggy went with you. You feel like maybe telling people the aftermath of when she went to church with you guys?
Yeah, she went, and we had a really good time, and it was really good. And I met her daughter. Her daughter's pretty cool. I like her daughter. But yeah, we had some chili together, me and them and Candace. So everything went really well that day, you know.
Right on.
It's just like, yeah, it was really good that day. It really was.
Right on. All right, brother. Hey, you stay good, man. All right.
All right, you guys too. Thank you.
I appreciate you saying that. All right.
Okay, y'all. Yes, sir. God bless y'all. Thanks.
So Don goes to sleep early. He actually has a job, unlike some of these YouTubers. I see some people in the chat saying, "Are we at church? What's this?" You don't get to come in as a Karen and just like feel entitled to have someone totally enlighten you as of when you entered right now to know what's going on. You should rewind back and figure out what's going on. Like usually in real life, here's what I don't do in real life. When there's a group of people, like maybe at work, and they're talking about something, I don't walk up and say, hey, what the fuck? What's going on? Tell me what's going on right now. No, I'm late. So what I do is kind of like play up on other people and try to listen to all the aspects and figure out what's going on in the group and kind of fit in. I don't want to be a Karen, because if I did that, everybody would be like, who's this guy? That's just what happened to you. So we called Don before we played the recordings, because what I'm about to do now, people, is play Hellgarden of Brazil's ridiculous attempt to get Don to join. Don doesn't know this schmuck, and I wanted his answers to be preset. So when you listen to this, but at some point I have to kill it, and I'll explain where all this came from. She dirty deleted this because at the start of it, she told on herself. And some of you guys know where this came from. This came from somebody I already exposed. The beauty, real detective work, all these sleuths, all these pet detectives in the true crime community. Here goes some real detective work. With the help of an unknown source, nabbing Hellgardens live, with the help of this person who will remain unnamed, I had already exposed where this came from. So you get a full in detail expose tonight. You're welcome. Hit the like. Let's listen to Hellgarden and what she had to say about, well, let's just have a listen, shall we?
Hello?
Let me explain. I killed my girl so I don't talk to people.
I know.
That's what I do.
Just talk to her.
If I'm talking to her, I can't be flying my time. Which means I'm not making money.
What do you mean you're not making money?
If I'm talking to somebody on the phone, I'm not flying my side.
Hit a 1 in the chat. The volume's good. It'll get a little bit better, but 1 in the chat. The volume's good.
Here, I'll put it on the speaker. Okay, now talk to this lady. Hey, Ogre. How you doing?
Trying to figure some out here.
Jesus Christ, that voice. Like, to be honest, I can't even watch that shit in the bushes. Who remembers when I infiltrated the chat and went up there and talked about Benny Key's penis? Totally epic. Twice. If you don't know that, go back to the parody videos. Holy shit. What a dumbass. Continuing. She's like, who was that?
I heard that. That's a tough game, right? That's a tough game out there on the street. You find a good few people, though. Good few people.
I can't hear her over that. I'm dancing all the time.
Okay, now I can talk to you.
What's that? I couldn't hear you because I'm tapping my left ear and there's an ambulance right behind me.
Yeah, I heard it too. I don't hear the best, but I heard that. All right. Lisa was was telling me that you know Donald Wells.
Lisa was telling me that you know Donald Wells. It is extremely important for everybody in this chat right now, for the next 16 minutes that we have to hear this screeching, helium-infested voice, for you to remember the beginning of what she just said. What we do over here on White Boy Radio is we use these exploiters' words against themselves, because immediately following this, I will telling you a lot about Lisa and Lisa's friends and recording that I had with this woman. Now, she didn't know she was being recorded. She reached out to me in the well to get her in touch with Don and Candace, begging for forgiveness, admitting that she called the TBI and did fraudulent claims, and then admitting that the reason she called the TBI and told them complete garbage was because she's watching, wait for it, she was watching Prayer Garden. Isn't that some shit? Continuing.
For over 20 years.
And she said that you had said something about him and Pam taking a child out of
West Fork?
Yes.
Yes, not the Lisa on screen,
was
obviously.
Was that a little girl or a little boy?
A little girl.
Oh, and do you know about the age of that little girl?
She was about 6 years old.
Do you know if she was ever returned or not?
No, I do not.
Okay. And you say that...
Two kids in Fayetteville, they come up missing. Now, I'm not saying Donnie was involved in any of these things, but it seems awful mysteriously that...
Okay, guys, look, real fast. The guy that sounds like he has a penis in his mouth, I can't make that any clearer. This guy he just has a sausage in his mouth, but here you're going to hear a whole bunch of nonsense. Remember, Prayer Garden swears she's the most precious Christian. My Christians in the chat, call her out. You're going to hear a whole bunch of, this guy is going to tell you. Now, Don told you, and Ziggy has told you guys publicly that she's went to Seventh Day with Don before. But in this discussion, you're going to hear that Don Wells is secretly a ritualist. He does these secret rituals with people that know him in real life. I don't know. I didn't indulge in any rituals when I was there, and I was there for a week. I didn't see any of them. I didn't even see any freaking dream catchers. But somehow, some way, Don does all these rituals, okay? And this schmuck with the cock in his mouth will tell you that there's two devils and all this other shit and all this craziness, right? Just remember the source. Also, somehow, some way, this has magically disappeared off Prayer Garden's channel. The beauty of the internet is, once it's there, bitch, it's always there.
Every time these kids have disappeared, Donnie has disappeared.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you put 2 and 2 together.
You get a 4.
Yeah.
And how old was the other 2 children?
The boy here in Fayetteville was 7 or 8. The girl who's here in Fayetteville was about 9.
So there was a 9-year-old girl, a 7, 8-year-old boy, and a 6-year-old little girl.
Yep.
All came up missing around the time that Don Wells comes up missing.
Yeah.
And he was in the area where this happened each time?
He lived here in Fayetteville and the surrounding area off and on for over 20 years.
Okay, and then but when they came up missing, he didn't come back.
Exactly.
Okay.
He went missing. He came up missing himself. It's like, seriously?
Wow. And
put 2 and 2 together, you come up with 4.
Right. And do you think he's capable of doing such sinister things?
He is very capable.
Okay.
I mean, what the public sees from Donnie,
Cut your class, hey.
a large group of people,
Right.
is what everybody sees every day. What you see every day from people. You get Donnie and just him and a close to the people that he knows alone, and he's something totally freaking different.
Can you elaborate on that?
Elaboration of a sick and twisted and sadistic individual.
Fuck.
Oh. So when he's along with a little group of people he knows, he talks about some really sinister stuff, some really sinister things. Does children happen to be one of those things he talks?
Okay, so it's about to come up. Okay, so this guy. So I guess Andy was in chat. Babe, Andy, I have screenshots with this. Oh shit, I can put them on the screen, correct? So I love my wife, and she was sending me screenshots at the beginning of this live. I thought someone else texted me, so I took the phone for nothing. Okay. Look, we're married. It happens. We argue on stream. Not a deal. Not a big deal. We'll actually give everybody a kiss on the way out, just in case. Just to kill the haters, right? We don't mind arguing in front of you guys. Hey, we're married. If you're married and you know what's going on, one in the chat. Anyway, I will put the screenshots of certain players in this chat because I can't put this live on the chat. Right now, it's going to spice up. So pay attention. If you're just now coming in the chat, please rewind back to right after Don gets off. Does Candace want to give a minute and a half, babe? Can you hear me? What? Would Candace like to bless us with a minute and a half of her time?
For you, she'll probably do 2.
We'll give Candace a call too. Well, I'm going to stop in 3 minutes for Miss Candace. So here's what is not going to ever happen. Any of these haters attempt to get my friend's attention because it's just not going to happen. I told you hate channels, they ain't paying attention. And what I'm also not going to do anymore, I had to debunk Josh because it was the worst lie in the world. Oh, me and Don aren't friends. I had to debunk that. But what I'm not going to do is get the lady, Prayer Garden, who used to sweat Donald's penis. She was trying so hard to get his attention. I'm not going to call Don and have him like argue with Prayer Garden on my channel. No. Prayer Garden. Now, if you hit the link over here, Josh, if you hit the link over here, you see what I did there? You guys think that you're going to get me to get, no. But if you hit the link, maybe we can arrange that. So, but what I won't let them do is give them any clout. So continue to listen. And remember, I have a recording of where all this came from, people. But magically it was deleted. Could you imagine that? Could you just imagine that? People are starting to wake up to these exploiters. Guys, Don and Candace, watch the channel. I ask one favor. You hit the like. I also ask this. Show them some love in the chat. Right now, show them some love in the chat.
What's it about?
Go.
Sacrificing.
Can you repeat that?
Sacrifice.
Oh, he talks about sacrificing children.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And people wonder why anytime Donnie's been around me, I've always kept a close eye on any kids that are in the area. Because the first time he snatched a child would be the last time he snatched a child.
Right. Was he into some type of occult, or was he into some type of witchcraft, or I mean, he's wanting to sacrifice these children. What would be the point in sacrificing them?
Most people, when they hear sacrifice a child, they immediately think someone's doing it to gain power. And that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's to gain power and favor. Seriously, dude. It's to gain power and favor with the Dark One.
Right.
It's cool. It's cool. You want to call her now?
Whenever you want. I didn't want to call her.
Are you? Let me mute this real fast.
I'm gonna have fun.
All right, gotcha. She can call and let it play for 5 minutes because this is actually getting good. Okay, hold on.
Exactly. With Satan.
5 minutes, Candace.
Well, people call him Satan. There are many dark beings. Satan is just one of them.
Okay. Did Donald believe that too? Does he believe that there is many dark beings?
Yes.
Oh, so he doesn't think that Satan's the only dark being.
Satan is a fallen angel.
Okay.
Lucifer is a fallen angel. The devil was in hell before Lucifer was cast out of heaven.
And that's how Donald believes. He believes that the devil is different from Lucifer, that the devil is...
different entities. There are two totally different entities. And he's right, because they are. Satan tempted Eve in the garden.
My moderators, please pay attention to the names on the screen. Do not block them because they will come back in the chat, and that's when the fun begins. But just please keep an eye on who's in Prayer Garden's chat. Don't block them immediately. Let them tell themselves. Let me play this because the getting's good.
Eve. And at that point in time, Lucifer was still serving God in heaven.
And this is what Donald would talk about with when there's nobody there but just him and his little group of people.
Yes.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
So the dude just literally said there's two devils, Christians. He just literally said there's two devils. Now this lady will tell you she's the biggest Christian in the world, even though every word coming out of her mouth is motherfucking Don Wells and motherfucking Candace Wells and motherfucking Summer Wells and motherfucking TBI and fucking this and fucking that and fucking socks and fucking this and hit the fucking like and fucking hit the share the fucking video and fucking subscribe and become a motherfucking member. But she's a Christian though, and motherfucking amen. But anyway, she's letting this dude on her panel say that there's two devils. Two devils. I mean, dirt to dirt. But that's, that we're also dealing with this. I mean, so, but let's continue.
Which is why I sat there and stated, anytime that I've been around Donnie, I've always watched the children around.
Right. Do you believe that Donald was into it? Do you believe that Donald was into this particular ideology enough to know what he was doing when it came to doing something like that?
Donald, yes. Donnie truly knows what he's doing when it comes to stuff like that. I mean...
Okay.
You don't sit there and talk about stuff like that and how to do it without having the proper knowledge.
Right. And how did he and how, I mean, do you remember any of the ways that he said how to do it? Do you remember, him giving any instructions on how to do this? Listen, you guys. If anyone, I said before we started this, if anyone feels that they can't, that they have an issue, I said before we started, you can leave. You can just leave. You don't have to be here and hear this. This isn't something that's for everyone to listen to, right? Some people have
It damn sure ain't for everybody to listen to. Jesus Christ. It's got me borderline suicidal. But anyway, so this guy's gonna ramble on about some more bullshit. Notice that this is a desperate attempt. And now what I'm hearing is the Zigster jumps on panel afterwards. Now, what I'm trying to show you on these screenshots is the Fred Hill, if you will, was in the chat. And am I missing anybody big? Who else?
Not sure yet.
A couple other assholes were in the chat, but it's a desperate attempt. Okay, it's a prayer garden. Andy was in chat. Don, that's for you to know. Andy, I would smack the shit out of you. Oh, Andy. Actually, Andy, how about this? Andy, I'll be up there in June. I'm gonna come knock on your door and have a chat with you. Dude, you're like this big fat. You're like this big and skinny fat. And never mind. You just earned yourself a visit. This Andy, seriously. Motherfucker stole your mailbox. What kind of buster shit is that? What kind of buster shit is that, Andy? Andy, you just gotta visit. It's like I could like you're like 10 seconds away from where I'm staying, literally. But yeah, we're gonna have an in-person interview. But just continue to listen to this, and then the source where this came from, people. The source. I want to show you the craziness in the conspiracy fucking these people that think the Wells have something to do with something with Summer, right? They are in full conspiracy mode. I happen to like Alex Jones. Most people dislike him. Alex Jones is like an altar boy compared to the woman I'm about to play next, who happens to be kind of behind this whole ordeal. So let's have a listen. I'm sorry for playing PG. I'm trying to pause it so you guys get a break of that helium voice, but let's have a listen. And why the dirty delete? Why?
Some people have, are touchy when it comes to things like this. And I said before we started, fasten up for this. And
so on the screen, you see the Zigster, the bottom one on top, the Zigster. So Ziggy, my offer to you is you have, and who the fuck is Cluminati? I've been hearing this one has a lot of shenanigans too. She's on the hit list too. Cluminati. You
She was on her panel that night when you got on and we're debating with her.
Cluminati was?
Illuminati, yeah.
Cluminati, you've been doing a lot of shenanigans, lady. There's an upcoming live for you. I promise.
If you feel you got any issues, please, you don't have to be here. So, I see people in the chat saying, stuff, and, you don't need to say stuff, because you were already before we started, you were told, hey, this isn't something, that you feel you can hang in there with, which I think most people
the goddamn
can.
Meat and potatoes, lady. Jesus Christ.
For Summer's sake, I wouldn't bring it out here. If I didn't feel the Summer.
For Summer's sake. For Summer's sake, I'm going to have this guy come on and tell complete lies. Oh, this is great. For Summer's sake, Prayer Garden? Interesting. what your audience has failed to realize. That's why I tagged you. And ma'am, you're more than welcome to hop up here, Prayer Garden.
The Army has a right to have all information and know everything that is going on in her
put
case.
Benny Key's paperwork on while you're listening to this.
3 years. We're going on 3 years. And Summer needs to be found. It's not a want, it's a need. Summer needs to be found. And we need to put out all the information we can and we have to get that done, right? To get that done. And for her sake, you know, we have to listen. We have to listen to everything and anything in order to help her. And, you know, and I know this is a touchy topic, but please, you know, if you can't handle it, just, you know, turn off, go to another program or something, and, you know,
for English, press 1.
Just vacate. That's what I'm saying, you know.
For English, press 1.
So right. That's, you know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is, don't stir up the rest of the chat. Don't stir up the rest of the chat, because you've already, you know, at the beginning of this, I done told everybody, you know, if it's not for your ears, just tune out, right? Just tune out, please.
I don't block stuff like that in my memory.
Okay.
My dad was Catholic, my mom was Jewish.
Oh, praise the Lord.
So,
okay. So you more or less didn't try to listen to this. What would he say?
That's what I would say.
What a nasty bitch. Just I don't know if you heard that or not. She's lighting a cigarette up in the background. PG's probably, all her bedroom walls are all like mildewy yellow. Could you imagine? Like, I joke about this right here, even though as bad as I want this to look like her. And it probably is, but in all reality, it's definitely Sissy Morris right here. But then again, it could very well be, I don't have the other photo up. I'm 90% sure there seems to be the Daisy crowd to kind of like go against that. It's just the irony of somebody who's so afraid to show their face, but she's lighting a cigarette in the background. Prayer Garden, you gotta take care of that temple.
Where there is nothing here for you.
Amen.
I'm truly against stuff like that. I mean,
oh, so that's what you were saying, not him. Do you remember? He would talk about sacrificing these children, and do you remember what he would say? The reasoning was, or you know, how the ritual would be held, or.
Well, the only people who truly would know about that were the people in the cult.
Okay.
I'm not a cult member.
Oh, so you believe that some of the people he was grouping up with was part of an occult?
Yeah.
Okay, so just this far, this guy is literally claiming that Don Wells does rituals. There's 0 receipts for him. He has 0 receipts. And the irony of this whole thing is then he's also in a cult. He's doing these rituals, and he has in detail information of this. Well, wouldn't that make him either cult member or a ritual member? And where's the receipts? If this was said and actually truthful, you didn't take a picture of any of this? It's just like the most desperate reach. This is what Josh the Lab and Doug and Cher and Prayer Garden, It's the most desperate reach. What they want to do is have Don come in mad because they think Don is drunk and drinking. They think he's going to come in mad. And to be fair, as he's done in the past, to cuss them out. It's the most desperate reach. It's so desperate, it's unreal, okay? It's unreal. But this guy has no receipts of this. This is almost as bad as that lady trying to say that Candace gave her Summer Wells, come to find out. And then this moron with the worst receipts in the world. She has video recordings of a man and a woman. And then later on, as we're playing them, she exposes herself on camera saying, why can't these true crimers just play their part? Interesting, right? But let's hear the rest of this ridiculous live, and then let me debunk the entire fucking thing.
But see, people don't realize, like, they think when they hear cult, they're like, oh, same was like, those are not the only cults out there, people.
What other?
It's not the only cult.
What?
Satan, what people don't realize is the worshiping of one's self.
Okay.
Satan is produced. It's the worshiping of one's self.
And that's what Donald believed in.
As far as I was able to pick up from him and everything, his religion clashed with mine.
Okay.
Severely.
Okay. That's because you believe in God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit.
Exactly.
And he believed in Lucifer and
He believed in the Dark One.
And the dark.
She can't even say Lucifer. It took her 3 times. She sounds like she had the cock in her mouth. Probably dreaming of Don Wells, but nobody believes this. Don Wells believes in Lucifer for years. Anytime you've seen him on any panel, even drunk at that, he's been preaching the Bible. And you can't tell me that Don doesn't go to. So he's invited Ziggy to church and me to church. Come on, people. This is the dumbest thing in the world. So Miss Robin has been very adamant of keeping Summer's name out there. She knows Summer personally. She's taken Summer's disappearance as almost a personal battle, and she continues to spread awareness. Everybody knows they belong to the Seventh Day of what is it? Is it that the Seventh Day Church has this tie to sex rings and selling kids and conspiracies? Is that the conspiracy? Or have we left from that and now Don is just full-on devil worshiper? Make your mind, pick your side. You sound silly and desperate if you want to be honest. Nobody believes this. But let's have a listen.
Now, this is weird. It gets really freaking weird. And this is where and why I believe this particular person is telling the truth. This is why I believe that this particular human that we are talking to is telling the truth.
Like I said, Lucifer was a fallen angel.
Okay, so
everybody mistakes Lucifer for a dark one. The dark ones were in hell before Lucifer was cast out.
Okay, so who exactly is this dark one? The devil?
The devil is one of the dark ones.
Okay.
The demons who were down there with him, serving with him before Lucifer and them were cast out are dark ones.
Okay.
The least about them is a dark one.
Okay, and did Donald ever talk about this Belisama?
He talked about a demon known as Asmodeus, or Asmodeus, as a lot of people call him.
Right. And that's
Asmodeus is a high-level demon. He's one of the generals.
God damn it.
Yeah.
On the house that he was doing in Tennessee.
Yeah.
What's up, Shandia? Wow, that's
Wait,
crazy.
what
Hold
did
on.
you say?
I said Donnie was writing scripture backwards on a house that he was doing up there in Tennessee.
Here's the thing, this is what people don't understand.
Donnie was writing scripture backwards on a house that he was doing in Tennessee. That's extremely interesting. Why is that interesting? Well, that would mean that one person witnessed him doing this scripture writing on drywall at a company that he worked for. Double interesting because in a few days, you'll have a video from yours truly regarding a company that he used to work for. Prayer Garden. But where is the receipts? You people are horrible at this. Josh from the lab, voices behind my balls. So many of you trashy pimps. You all this. You guys are like, if you ever read the newspaper, there's something called an opinion piece. That's what you guys do on YouTube, an opinion piece. What we do over here is facts, receipts. Where's the receipts? Where's the receipts on this? Who saw Don? So Don is doing, he's just like out of nowhere, like writing. It doesn't matter about his boss or the client. He's just like hanging drywall and just fucking writing backwards scriptures. Yep, got to get it in. Like for real? This is desperation at its finest, people. We're almost over with this. We have, thank God, 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Can we get a Hail Mary Jesus? Can we get a hallelujah?
Backward scripture,
Right?
is the Bible of the devil.
Oh,
That's the devil's Bible.
and that's how Donald believed. Okay. Listen. We have Dale Woo Poo.
Dale Poo Poo. Dale Poo Poo.
Dale You Woo Poo.
Dale Poo Poo.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Dale You Woo Poo is, but what kind of effery is this PG? I don't think anyone's put.
Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I appreciate you getting me through that. You know, it was tough. Okay. It was tough. But I do want you to forget. Let's forgive her for her sins. Okay. We'll forgive her for all the sins. Even for the sexual sins, because she does one done. Okay. But thank you for getting us all through that. Thank you. Amen. All right. Now let's move along to something that I recorded a few months ago. Okay. Let's move along to something I recorded a few months ago. So who paid attention to the beginning of that recording when I said that I have the source of where that came from? Babe, what would it be in my love?
What?
The original recording of the nutcase.
One moment, please.
Did you send it?
Working on it.
Okay, so we have, if you now this one came out of the blue. Let me tell you the backstory. So here's the deal. Out of nowhere, when I started talking to Donna Candace, you're more than welcome to call in. Be a great time. Get your aspect of the shenanigans. Call in, mama. Let's have at it. We'll put you on speaker. So out of nowhere, I get a fucking long message from this nutball on Facebook with all types of weird requests, and she's reaching so hard. And this isn't one of my normal supporters. I peep it off the top. And I'm like, this has shenanigans all over it and backwards. So I entertain it. It's not a normal supporter. It's not somebody that I like to talk to on Facebook. It's none of that. It's got shenanigans all over it. And then she does voice notes. So I get to hear the shenanigans coming in. So I entertain it. But I can't help to notice where she's located at, very close to me. So now I really entertain it. So this lady asked me, now this is all done in the past. You can go back on my live catalog and see this for yourself. So this lady asked me and Noelle to get her in touch with Don and Candace because she wants to apologize because she called the TBI and the police on them on fraudulent claims, admits it in this recording, and says because she was watching Justice for Nobody in Prayer Garden, that's how it came of. Come to find out, years later, about a year later, here she is being the source of information on PG's deleted dirty chat. Well, wouldn't you know? So that whole live is debunked. Now, over here on Whiteboard Radio, we don't do opinion pieces. We don't do screenshots. We do voice notes. I give you fucking receipt after. Can I get a couple likes just for that? People should become a member just for that. I give you what they say. I record them. Now, this lady lives right by me. Oh, and in the recording, I say, hey, lady, I live right by you. So it's extremely interesting. But this is a very long recording. I don't know if we can honestly. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play some of this, but why not upload this as a separate video? So we'll get through to some of this. I got 20% on my phone, but just so you guys know, here's what it's 42 fucking minutes long. We're not playing that whole recording, but let's have a listen, shall we?
Yeah. All right. Let me. I could probably,
Who's that sexy stud?
Or whatever, but let me. Babe, this is somebody. She lives out here by us. Remember when the cops came to? Did you hear about the cops getting called in Candace the other day?
Which one?
Huh?
Which one? Which time? The one
Candace
where it
calling.
was like the middle of the night, or there's been like, I don't know, like 4 times, I think.
The very last time happened a couple nights ago. When was?
Oh, recent? No, I didn't hear about it.
All right. My wife just walked in, so you want to just.
Sorry, did you want me to leave?
No. Go ahead. You want to just catch her up real
Hi,
quick,
it's
Beth.
Noelle. I don't know if they know who I am.
Catch her up, Beth.
Yeah, I called them because the lady named Karen
Okay.
called me and Lisa Jetting out in the middle of the night, right?
Okay.
I'm fucking sleeping and she's all freaking out. Are you watching Daisy or Jinkies? I said, I don't watch that.
The volume should be about 10 times louder right now because I put it right by the speaker. Put a 1 in the chat if it's better. 2 in the chat if it's a little bit too loud. Go.
Right.
She chat a lot. I don't do that. There's people I like and people I've never heard of, you know what I mean? And I'll listen, but
Yeah, on the same.
so anyways, there was a video put out by Jackie Dobbs.
Okay, I know that name.
It was absolutely fucking disgusting. And I sent it to Candace.
Okay. Oh.
Innocent. This is the nutball. If you listen to, thank you for saying that. What's up, Shauna? If you listen to the beginning of the clip before I played PG, in the very beginning, she says, Lisa. Okay. So PG is admitting to this guy with the sausage in his mouth that Lisa connected. So Lisa connected sausage mouth to Prayer Garden. So there's Lisa knows sausage mouth, and sausage mouth links up with PG. Well, Lisa's best friend is this fucking nutball. Okay. So here's your source of great information. I mean, we don't even need this to debunk. There's a reason why she dirty deleted the live. Nobody thinks that Don Wells is doing secret rituals. I mean, it's ridiculous. And just in case if you do believe that, there's not a problem. But here's your source of information. Let's have a listen, shall we?
Okay, so you sent it to Candace. Well, that was good.
I sent it to Candace, and I sent it to TBI.
Okay.
Correct.
This motherfucker's masturbating.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and it sounds like she says, I murdered her, I killed her, or something.
So this lady is so weak. She's trying to get me and Noelle to believe what she thinks about Don and Candace, and we're like, and we straighten her, and then she's so fake. Just watch this shit. It's 42 minutes, people. So pay attention because I'm gonna skip through it. Tomorrow, expect a full upload of this shenanigans, because what's gonna stop is these fake ass people creating drama on this family. I'm just not going for it. I'll tag PG in another video, but it's up to you, people that go into all the chats. How many people have I exposed over here? How many of this nonsense have I stopped? I can do it. I can do a live. But it's really up to you guys to spread it, man. Don't let these people say, well, why aren't they cooperating? That I never should see that in any one of these people's chats ever. Because y'all should be in there being like, bullshit. White Boy Radio has proof that TBI is telling media that they're cooperating with all investigations. So don't let that lie live in these chats. Go get blocked with honor. Do it. Because before you're blocked, 10 people, 20 people, 700 people will see it. So do your due diligence. You don't have to be a creator. But if I'm giving you all this information and I'm debunking all this shit, then hey, man, take the time to spread it in the chats.
It's just fucking disturbing.
Well, I think it's a good thing that you did everything that you did.
I had to. I mean, it was,
wouldn't have felt right.
Regardless of what I feel about Donna Candace, if I can get the word out there for Summer and to get answers and to bring her home, I'm going to do it.
Right. No, I agree. I think you know, if you feel like you did the right thing, then you would have probably gone crazy inside if you didn't. You know what I mean? So
I would, because I can't imagine my own kids missing.
Well, she's watching Prayer Gardens, and because what she saw.
So I've been watching PG for quite a while.
Okay.
And I've been on PG's channel, you know.
Okay. See, I've never seen.
So she's PG's friend.
PG. I know Matt does his little.
Wifey always runs circle around these hoes. I'm a little too abrasive with them. Wifey, hook, line, and sinker. Watch this shit. Sometimes I have to step back. And just let her do her thing.
Parodies and whatnot, but I've actually never seen any of her shows.
Oh, you need to.
She's good, or
no, I was on
you like her?
I did. She had some good point, but like on the other hand, we have to. I'm trying to stay neutral.
Prayer Garden, what happened?
I understand.
Prayer Garden, what happened? What happened?
I mean, yeah, Don and Candace, it doesn't look good for them.
Right.
But I think we've all done things that we're innocent of and look guilty of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I've been arrested before, so, you know, I'm a little bit of good and a little bit of bad, you know, in my history and whatever.
You know, so anyways, yeah, I called the cops because Sam called me and Lisa in the middle of the night, asking us to stop freaking out, asked us if we were watching Daisy the Jinkies. I said no, but I'm in bed, and I said I don't watch them anyway. I said why?
Okay.
And she said, Candace has got these homeless people that have kids, and they're talking about sleeping in the park, And Candace was talking about wanting to bring the kids in the hotel room to sleep, but doesn't know how to approach the parent.
Oh, she didn't want the kids to sleep in the car, so she was just trying to be like a, you know, a good Samaritan type of a thing.
In a second. I wasn't sure what she was thinking.
Okay.
Honestly, because I don't know Candace, you know what I mean?
Right, and no, I'm only asking because I missed it, you know, I wasn't there, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
Right, the way I look at it is...
Get the net.
You can think you know somebody or...
Right. No, I
may not know somebody.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it from the logical end of somebody's missing. We don't know what happened. Really, she should not have kids and strangers' kids at that in the hotel room.
Okay. I get that. It makes me feel uneasy.
I did it, yeah, I did it out of concern.
Okay.
We got to remember, though. Like,
Well, so it was a stranger, like it was somebody homeless or something to that effect. They were sleeping in their car, and Candace was concerned about the fact that the person had children, and she was trying to say, you know, maybe we can have the kids sleep in the hotel with us so they didn't sleep in the car.
Yeah.
And because, you know, just the whole situation, and that this nice lady here didn't sit right with her, you know, and so she was concerned.
I understand, but, you know, from the other side of the coin,
here it is.
Candace Wells has not been, you know, she's been looked at, and yes, Summer's missing, but if she's not presumed guilty by the court of law, then that does not, you know, that does not make her expelled from being around.
No, that's not what she was.
Yeah. So is it? Are we looking at Kim? Kim, you're the weakest link. So what we do over here, if you missed the 100 screenshots, chat. What I would like everybody to do is rag on this bitch, this busted hoe, who goes in between all the chats and gossips. But did she not think it would come back on her? So look, can we get 9,000 Kim jokes and just dish rag this one as we listen to this other moron? Moving along. Don't block her until all the jokes are done. Thank you. Actually, don't even block her. Don't even block her. You gotta love these people. I don't care where you go to, and I'm not repeating myself. Y'all know the rules. How about chat? You guys tell them the rest of that one. But let's listen to this one. We've almost reeled her in completely.
No, I know.
Okay, all right.
No,
I
she
just walked back out.
She wasn't meaning that. No, he walked in the
we're
house.
just talking we're just talking. It's nothing like, you know.
No. I just don't want her to think
I think it's more of a motherly instinct that came over me.
Prayer Garden, pay attention to your people. See how we do them people? This is how you should treat this bitch. But this is the lady Prayer Garden. Lady Prayer Garden. No wonder you dirty deleted it. Prayer Garden, I really hope you're paying attention to this live, and I know that you are. But this is where your sources come from. This is why Prayer Garden dirty deleted. People, this is old. We've been new about this one. But this one was in the chat with Fred Hill and Ziggy, and then dumbass Ziggy gets on panel. Like, these people are so desperate. Like, this has been exposed. This is an old expose. But here's your source. Now, remember, she's thinking she's going to turn us like against Don and Can't. This lady's so crazy. She wants to... She reached out for me and Noelle to link her up with Don and Candace so she can talk to them to apologize. Then as she's asking us this in real time, she's talking shit about them. I'm recording it. I'm talking to Noelle. I'm like, no, say this. I'm muting it. I'm like, no, get her to say this. Okay, cool. You say that. I'm gonna say this. Cool. I'm muting it. Oh, yeah. And then she's just going on. Fucking moron. But oh my God, Prayer Garden, this is your homegirl. Let's continue.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just didn't. It didn't feel right to you, and so you
No.
you did what you did.
No.
What made you decide
Well,
to
Candace,
tell?
go on. I gotta take a
Well,
leak.
I was going to say us, but
Let's
not
just listen
us.
to
My
people's
husband about it.
self-snitch.
I mean, I'm only
And
here
let's put
because
some mosquito tits on the
walked out
live.
to
A couple more Kim
see what
jokes.
That's okay.
what he was
And
up
y'all
to,
grab
but
a
I mean,
chat.
what?
Y'all
Why
enjoy.
did you feel like you
Let's have
wanted
some
to
ass
tell
cheeks.
Matt?
Because I didn't want other creators. They were blaming JLR,
Be right back.
Dustin,
Be right back.
PG.
Oh, so you wanted, if anybody started to
I'm not-
spread it, you wanted someone
I'm
to
not-
tell the truth.
I'm not like that. You know, I mean,
Are you
if,
now? Are you now?
Right.
if I did something and somebody else was getting blamed for it, I'm not going to sit there and let them get blamed for it.
Right, I understand. So, say somebody were to turn around and blame it on somebody else. Basically, you're pretty much giving that permission to be like, no, it wasn't that person. The person called and told me who it was, type of thing. Is that what you would want him to do?
No, I
Okay.
did it out of my conscience and my honesty.
Okay. But I mean, did you want Matt to clear that up if it happened, or
Yeah, if he was.
Okay, that's what I was trying to understand. I wasn't
Right.
really sure why. A lot
This
of people.
Pam Tate lady is
Okay.
starting shit with Lisa.
Okay.
Chatting. Now I'm waiting for her to start on me. I tried calling her out. PG booted me off panel last night. I couldn't defend myself.
Oh, that's odd.
They made it all seem like me and Lisa had this all set up and that I knew Lisa in person, and I'm like, I'm all the way in fucking Florida.
Oh,
I've never met Lisa. You know what I mean?
Right. I didn't know you were in Florida. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm in Fort Myers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, I try to be a good person and try to be friends with people.
What did TBI say when you told them about it? Were they happy that you alerted them, or?
No, the man I spoke to just did not seem interested at all.
Okay.
We didn't
So
block him,
he
did
pretty
we?
much just heard what you said and
No,
then
don't block
dismissed
him
you.
because
I bet
hold on.
Really quick. No, it didn't make me feel right. I was frantic trying to get a hold of anybody to get a hold of Candace. Don, somebody.
Oh, you could have contacted us.
She tried to, but
Oh.
Did you say the TBI yet, babe? Guys, hold on. Let me fast forward. Hold on.
She did.
I saw her messages. I never heard the thing ring. What got me? And I said, huh? And then today was today that you messaged me, correct? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Friend, because she fought. Well, on my platform.
And
Hold on.
just my name, Beth Ann Morton.
So what I was saying is, you want us to reach out to Don and Candace and try to like mesh things.
Well, I just want them to let them know why I did it.
Right. Just know that we always record these kind of phone calls and stuff when people talk stuff about Don and Candace. Right.
Believe,
The things that go against them. I agree.
Let me get this in better
I mean,
parts.
she's only on there.
I can agree.
She's just like Doug, no thanks, or Josh, where
They wouldn't allow them to leave the state like that. Friends with Candace.
I'm skipping 30 seconds at a time.
Because
it's always nice to know you have somebody.
Have some fun. I mean,
no, she should.
Yeah.
She should.
She should. None of us know truly if she's innocent or guilty. Some fun.
Let's go here.
No.
I'm baiting her in.
I don't think they're doing her any good.
Right now, I started doing things differently on my channel.
You know, I'm sorry, but I think
there's your source.
Daisy and Jinkies, I don't think they're doing her any good.
Well, they just offer her a platform to kind of let her speak. I don't think they're, doing anything other than that. I mean, Candace has got to be able to, vent and hang out and have some fun. I mean,
No, she should.
Yeah.
She should. She should.
None of us know truly if she's innocent or guilty, but by our country's standards, one is innocent until proven guilty. So it becomes tough with
That's true.
the opinions on YouTube where you're watching, you have to be very,
That's what I really don't
Did she say
like.
she called
You gotta-
TBI yet, guys?
Confuse people.
you got to be very
I walked away for a second. Hell yeah,
cautious
16 months,
and
mystical.
giving thought who you're watching. Who
Did
you're
she say she called
supporting,
TBI
because,
yet? Lady
like I
recording?
said, I didn't have the best opinion of them in the beginning. Think when you compare what the police have done, the interaction.
A lot of people that have
Drama.
True crime is tricky to ride the
Or
motivational speech.
or
The
the
drama is always going to get more views.
and your parodies.
And so you two are not arrested. There's still people don't really understand what's going
Did
Yeah.
anything happen? Was anyone in trouble, or they just wanted
No.
to check it out?
No, they just checked it out.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, she had. I
Yeah.
believe you walked in the house when she said this. That had anybody been really thinking it was Don and Candace, they wouldn't have let them leave the state. Yeah, no.
Hold on.
Did anything happen? Go to the hotel room?
Yeah.
Oh.
And me calling the police, that's not going to look good either.
Here we go. Meat potatoes. Oh, is
And
that
I'm honest with Candace. I told her that.
right.
But I'm sure now, after me,
Here's her calling the police. Hold on.
Fuels and
and I did.
Yeah,
I did.
That's,
And
Here we go. Hold on. I found it. Here we go.
I know for a fact Don has been in contact with not only TBI, he's done an interview with local media out there. A lot of people don't actually know what's going on because whatever they say gets picked apart, ridiculed, divided, and just spun into every different way.
Here we go.
There's a lot more that I can say, but if people don't really understand what's
Shut
going
this guy
on,
up.
they
He
just
keeps talking.
attach themselves kind of a hate trains, which fuels and
I
produces.
did.
Yeah,
I did.
That's
And I'm honest with Candace. I told her that.
right.
But I'm sure now, after me calling the police, that's not going to look good either.
I mean,
So she's admitting calling the police. She's admitting that she's on a hate train. This lady has not an idea, no clue that I'm recording her. Little secret that I do. I mean, I have like 10 different ways that I do it, so I have no problem admitting this one. When you when you hear me say in the beginning of this, hey, when we talk about Candace and Don, we record everybody, right? She didn't hear me say that. I hit mute while I'm saying that. So she could never like hold me in court for that, right? And I'm just like joking right now. Like I didn't really do that. But there's like 10 different ways you can do it. But so I earned her trust, right? And she's opening up. But this is a lady like Kim who goes in all the chats, and Selena Dixon, all the chat, and they're all fake. But here you have it. She's admitting she called the police on Candace. She's reaching out to me that she wants me to mend her. Like, I'm very protective of Don and Candace. Extremely protective of Don and Candace. Just for the record, I'll say this, but tomorrow I'll have 50 requests. There's nobody on Facebook, on Getter, on Twitter, on Mix, on Tumblr, on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Blogger, on every other platform that I'm on that's ever in a message. I don't know you from a pan of paint. I'm talking like Pear Garden now. From a can of paint, I don't know you. You're not going to sporadically get you to get me to connect you with Don and King. No, it's never going to happen, but it happens every day. Here's an example of that. Here's an example of this lady telling on herself. She has no idea that I'm recording her. Okay. And you could look up the one party rule in Florida, you can do whatever you want. Understand this lady lives in one of the biggest trailer parks in Florida. I mean, I could show you on Google Maps if you like, ma'am. I mean, you're not going to push back on that. So, but here's the thing. What's up with the chat? Oh, you want the link? You want the link? I have to display you. Just tell me when you want me to pause it, and then I'll drop you the link. Liddy, you just tell me when. How about this? You don't get the link. You have to get Prayer Garden, and then you get the link. What do you mean? Why am I talking about you? This is you. Dirt. Let's have a listen, shall we?
Was it the police or was it at the TBI?
Did they go to the hotel room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You okay, I'm sorry. I forgot that part. Matt had said that.
Lady, you live in the gutter of Fort Myers. You live in the fucking trailer park. You're old and lonely. In the trailer by yourself. Why are you worried about Tennessee? Why are you worried about Don and Candace? You're an old, miserable bitch. I play your own words. This has been exposed, but you still go into the chats and mix up all the drama. Let's have a listen.
We were there. Did anything happen?
Here's
Was anyone in trouble, or they just
calling
wanted to check it out?
No, they just checked it out.
Okay.
Admitting that you shouldn't have
Yeah,
called
no,
the police
she
on
has,
Don
I
Candace.
think you walked in
And
the
then
house
at Prayer
when she said
Gardens,
this,
getting this other guy with a sausage in his mouth.
Had anybody been really thinking it was Don and Candace, they wouldn't have let them leave the state.
Oh, hell yeah. Sure. Here you go. Not a problem. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Might as well until she actually hits the link.
Yeah. So
I thought about that because I thought, my ex used to get in trouble.
right.
He'd be on probation or whatever. We weren't allowed to leave the state even for his grandfather's funeral.
Oh.
Well, do me a favor. I want her fully doxxed, and I want to know why her ex can't leave the state, and I want to dig into that.
Oh, that's kind of crappy, but I mean, like, I'm sure whatever he did, that's why they, depending on what it is you do, that's.
I want to do a deep dive into that case, and I want to maybe call, law enforcement involved in that case, and maybe I'll go into the Prayer Gardens chat and stir the pot. Did you not get the link? We're waiting on you while we're talking about you. Let's do a deep dive into that probation. Why is this guy on a probation? Why can't he leave the state? Does he do rituals? Did he sell a kid? Does he touch kids?
Depending on how strict they're going to be with you.
He was a flight risk. I mean, he lived down here and.
Well, I mean,
but again, just in case she didn't get it.
Through a situation like that, it's.
No, I'm not at it.
Should I send it to you on Facebook where this original message conversation took place?
No more.
I'll do it there too.
Well, at one point, you were, and that's never an easy situation.
Right.
So really crappy. I feel very bad for you, but
I'm just
one thing I want you to always try to keep in mind, and it's going to be hard, especially with YouTube, is that Don and Candace could literally come out and tell everybody, we talked to all the law enforcement agencies today, this, that, the next thing, and this is what kind of updates we received today. And anybody that hears it, they're going to repeat it, but not every. You're going to have
Hey, lady, you've never apologized. And furthermore, you don't owe me a motherfucking thing. You don't know me. What you could do to save face, everybody knows you're not going to hit the link. it sounded good. What you should do is publicly apologize to Don and Candace, especially because your friends, people, this is true crime. People ain't stupid. We've already put it together. You are friends with the woman who, oh, okay. Thank God. Let's have a listen, shall we? Lady, apologize to me. You want to apologize to Don and Candace. Who the fuck are you to judge them people? You have
Who the fuck are you to talk about people?
You have one tooth in your mouth. First of all, can you give the chat a good smile like this? Give the chat, lady. You live in a trailer park by me that's infiltrated by meth users and crackheads.
Really?
I will do vlogging.
Really? Really?
Yeah, really.
You really want to go there?
Absolutely.
You want to go there? I can pass the fucking drug test, bitch. Can you?
Can your man that's on probation?
I guarantee you. I can pass one.
Why are you showing the ass
fucking look me up, motherfucker. Look me up. Come look me up.
Lady, you have 3 teeth. It
Come look me up.
Like chitlets. It looked like chitlets. Like TikToks.
You know what? I had more teeth in my mouth than fucking senses you have in your fucking
tube
brain.
of toothpaste could last you 7 years. What the fuck do you have?
Really?
How the fuck
I got
do you
more
have the
teeth
balls?
than you have brain, bitch.
Lady, please.
Take my fucking name out of your mouth.
I know where you live. Don and Candace have more than you. Why are you so infatuated with their life? Why? Lady, I have a 45
Why?
minute phone
I
call
want to know
with
where
you.
the daughter is. That's why.
Lady, you're in Florida. What's your man? What's your
Who
man
are
on
you?
probation for? What's your man on probation?
My
what
man?
if your man has summer? Does
My
your
man
man
is-
have summer?
My man is
Does
not
your
on
man have
probation.
summer?
He's never been in fucking jail.
Does your man have summer? Does your man have summer?
What?
Does your man have
No.
summer? What charges
Come
he
on over
have?
here and take it out, bitch. Come over here.
Does your man touch kids?
No.
You better hope to God not. I'm gonna look it up. What's your man on
God.
probation for? What's your man on
My
probation
man
for?
ain't on probation. My
Lady.
man ain't on probation. Come on over, white boy.
We just
Come
played
on
it.
over.
Lady,
Come on over.
we just played it.
Bring your fucking sorry ass over here.
What, are you gonna whoop my ass? You?
Come on over here.
Lady, if Noelle knocks your one tooth out, does the chat get a $500 prize?
She'll be the one going to jail.
Oh, okay. So we already know you called the cops. You've done.
I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just wondering. I was notified. Listen, I was notified that you were talking about me, and I thought all that shit was done and over with. I apologize. I admitted to what I did. But you know what? There's a Pamela Tate out there that called me. Listen. There was a Pamela Tate that called me and told me and Lisa Jetton that there was Candace was trying to bring kids into the motel room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Go ahead.
I was concerned that there was kids.
Uh-huh.
I was concerned about that video that Jackie Dobbs did. Sounded like he was masturbating, and he said he was jacking off. I have nothing against Don and Candace.
Okay, pause.
I don't know them personally. Okay?
Pause. Time out. Where did you find that information with the jack off and whatever you just said? Whose chat did that come from?
I don't remember. It was on somebody's channel.
Right here. Let me just you tell me if it was one of these creators. Josh the Lab, Voices Behind My Balls, Prayer Garden.
No.
Justice for Nobody. Wait, whose chat was it in?
I don't remember. I sent it to Candace though. I sent it to Candace.
Candace doesn't know who you are.
She doesn't.
Don't make me do this to you.
Well, do what? She's talking to me and Lisa Jetton.
Call her, babe. Don't make me do this to you. You want to talk civilly, then we don't have to yell over each other. But if we're going to be truthful,
no, what I'm saying is, I have proof.
If you
she might not know who I am, but I'm saying I sent it to Candace.
Ma'am.
Yep.
Ma'am.
Yep.
What I'm playing right now is you asking me and Noel to tell Candace that you are sorry. Correct?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And and then, ma'am, on this recording, ma'am, you then said that you called the TBI, ma'am, on Candace.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
I did not call him on Candace. No.
Ma'am, I could play it, ma'am.
No, I called TBI about that video.
You're not being honest.
I don't think you have the story straight.
Ma'am, I have your words like right there. I can hit play.
I did not. No, I did not. I'm telling you, I did not call TBI on Candace and Don. I have no proof against Candace and Don. They make themselves look guilty.
Worse as you listen to the 10 different people, you know what I mean? So.
Well, I started watching When Evil Entered last night.
I started watching When Evil Entered last night.
Okay.
They had things about Jody Sue on there.
They had things about Jody Sue on there.
Okay, I've watched Jody Sue for about 5-10 minutes once, and then I stopped, so I don't really know much about her.
There was shocking things that When Evil Entered had on there that Jody Sue said. And I used to be a diehard Jody, I was for Jody Sue.
Okay.
Now I'm really questionable. It's really questionable.
I understand that. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing.
This is you, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
People like her. A lot of people don't like her. I generally don't care for her, and I've made that very out there, open and honest and clear, but I'm very blunt, and that's the type of person I am. I've never, especially with some of the things that she has admitted, and you're allowed to like who you like. That's not my business.
If I could just jump in right quick, that's exactly why I felt the way that I felt, which was similar to how you feel now. At the end of the day, there's no catching up, and there's no you're not behind.
I can't.
You're not behind on the case at all. Now, maybe they have made this way more than it is, and I think that a lot of opinions get swayed because of, be honest, tens of thousands of people with why Summer went missing. There's things like jackets.
I see a lot of argument.
Yeah.
All the time. Drama.
And that's what's getting them paid. The drama, everything, the more clicks and views, comments, likes, dislikes, and someone out, or showing up to a meet and greet or something.
From multiple different channels is Don Wells has told me personally, the only people that know of that time.
You know what? Whoever did this to her, or if she's still out there, they're going to pay that. I'm a kind of a religious person. I love God.
I did hear about the police call, but I didn't get a clear answer. So the reason that you called TBI was because Candace said that she was
offering to let somebody's kids sleep in the motel so they didn't have to sleep in the car.
Would you want to answer this yourself before I tell the chat yourself?
I did not call TBI.
Ma'am.
No, I did not.
Please hold.
For the evening.
Okay.
And with Candace's children not being with her and what's going on with Summer, she felt uncomfortable.
Mistake. Did you call the police? Is that what you want? The police?
Bring them. I haven't done anything.
No, I'm asking you. Did you say you didn't call police? I don't remember if it was TBI or police. Which one was it? It's coming up.
I called the police when they were at the hotel. Yes, I did.
Let's see if we can play a memory game. Why did you call the police?
Why did I call the police? Because Pamela Tate called me, said Candace was either on Jinkies or a Daisy panel, and there were some homeless kids and a lady that was out in the parking lot, and she wanted to bring the kids into the hotel room to stay, but didn't know how the parents were going to feel about it. Okay. When she mentioned, Pam said that Candace had said that she was going to give the kids milk and cheese. Okay. And I'm just saying, have an open mind about this. Okay. I suffer with post-traumatic stress. I'm not looking for sympathy, but I'm saying when Summer went up, the day she went missing, she stopped at the store for milk and cheese. Okay. It might not make sense to you, but it triggered me. Okay. So I did call the cops because Pam was like, she's taking them in the hotel room.
So this conversation is boring the fuck out of me, and my dad was never in my life. So technically, this conversation that we're having is triggering me. Should I call the cops on you?
If you want to.
No, I'd be a moron for that. So you felt the need to call the cops because you were triggered. That is the true definition of a Karen. So what was the result of your police report? Did they laugh at you? Did they brush you off?
No, they went inside Don and Candace's hotel room.
Ma'am. Okay. That was a great police call. Okay. It was actually really good. I'm very happy that you did that. Yeah, I'm glad that Candace and Donna got arrested on that, charges of, Okay, so what? Here's what I remember. Okay, you told me I don't want to play this 45-minute call. Okay, and I actually commend you for hitting the link. So I'm gonna just talk to you, and we're not gonna yell anymore. Okay, deal?
Fine.
Deal. You told me that you called. There was a police call and there was a TBI call, correct? On this recording that I have?
I did not call TBI. I could have been confused, but no, I did not call TBI.
Yes.
I will tell you this. I am hard of hearing, and when you speak fast, like LETBI, I don't know. But I did not call TBI. I called LE, which was the Springdale Police Department.
So how do you know?
I admitted it on 2 different panels.
But what?
I met
so,
Lisa.
ma'am, here's my thing, ma'am. Here's my thing.
YouTube.
Ma'am, here's my thing. I've already put the screenshots up before you came on here. How do you know Lisa, who is friends with this bozo who is claiming Don Wells does rituals? First off, do you believe that Don is engaging in rituals on the side?
I don't know what to believe. I don't know them.
That's not what you told us on this phone on this call. That's not what you were very, very centric. You were not biased. See, here's the thing with you. You're a good person when you hit the link and on the phone. But when you go into this chats, you turn into this very evil person that you're not with the public eye. Right now, the chat is looking at you. You were judged on what you say, as I am. But when are away from this, when you're just typing, you're a very vindictive person. And you are friends with the person who is spewing that bullshit story that Prayer Garden said last night. And there's a reason why it's already deleted. Why? How long ago was this recording, ma'am? About a year ago, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
About a year ago.
I don't know, honestly.
It could be a few months before or after.
Okay.
But why are you still in the chats with this vindictive shit? You're admitting to calling the police on Candace because you got triggered. Maybe you shouldn't watch the channels that trigger you. Wouldn't that make sense?
Well, I want to make sure Don and Candace have made themselves look guilty.
How? Give me an example.
They're not a. Well, they haven't been out there searching.
Give me 2 examples.
They're not out there searching.
Wait. 2 examples of how they look guilty of being a part of their daughter, them selling their daughter, them being a part of their daughter being missing. Give me 2 examples with factual evidence.
Okay. Okay. How about Johnny saying, I'll see her in the resurrection?
Excuse me? What was that?
Johnny said in the beginning, I'll see her in the resurrection.
No. No, I asked for factual information. That was a missing father who doesn't know where his daughter is. He doesn't know where his daughter is. He's allowed to say that.
But why would, right, and I get that, but why would he say, I will see her in the resurrection?
He doesn't know where his daughter is. He doesn't know if she's dead or alive. That's not factual information, man. So can I have reason number 2?
If my kid was missing,
ma'am,
if my child was missing, I would never say, I'll see them in the resurrection.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Let's see a picture.
I'm not exploiting my children.
Oh, wait a minute. You don't want the whole internet talking about your kids? Come on.
My kids are grown.
My kids are grown. Ma'am, let's see your kids. The whole chat
I'm not showing you my kids.
Oh, no. You don't want people talking about your kids, huh? But it's okay for you to talk about a little Summer and the parents. Oh,
then why don't you just call out, take a little pad of paper, right, and a pen, and you all get everybody's names that are on Summer's Army that want to know about Summer, right? And you call every single one of them out and see how many pictures of kids you get, because you ain't getting mine.
Joke. I think everybody who says I'm a part of Summer's Army is a joke. You know why? Because they're people like you. They're people who go to these hate chats.
What, want a little girl found?
No, that's not what you want. Summer's Army.
Yeah, that is what I want.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
How do you know what I want?
You want. You lady, you literally called Don. You just admitted to the internet why you called Don and Candace on the dumbest thing in the world, and you lied. I have the real reason why you did it. So you're a liar. Candace, Summer's Army is a group of people who visit hate channel to hate channel and repeat the same shit. Where's Summer, Don? Where's Summer, Candace? All you guys do is live in an echo chamber of hate. I don't respect Summer's Army.
Listen.
It's something a tragedy pimp made up. I respect the Summer's Army, the real Summer's Army, who shares her posters, who does real things for her, not people like you. You're a joke, and you lie on yourself. You know what? Babe, call Candace. I'm gonna have you talk to the mother of Summer. I want you to look in her eye, and I want you to say something nice to her. How about that, Summer's Army? Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
What are you gonna say to her? What are you gonna
Get
say
her
to
on
her?
the phone.
Nah.
Get her on the phone.
Tell me what you're gonna say to her.
I'll tell her I'm praying for her.
Nah, you don't get that. You missed out. You had one shot, and you know what your one shot was? You originally wanted to apologize. See?
I've already apologized to her when she was in the hotel room.
No, you didn't. That lady does not know you. You are in cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs land again, lady. Do you realize what you're saying on my live? I have a recording of you begging me to get a hold of her.
I have text messages. Before she went and met Lisa Jetton at
Thank you for saying that.
the church.
Lisa Jetton is your friend who is connected Prayer Garden on the live she did last night. Lady, anybody can message Candace Wells. That doesn't mean she responds to them. There's 100 nutcases just like yourself. Get your bitch ass off my panel. Get the fuck up out of here. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Let's continue. That lady, Jesus, I could smell her gingiva. Let's have a listen.
Well, because she, correct me if I'm wrong, she had said that she just didn't think that she should have somebody else's children in her house with.
This lady begged me to say, to get me in the well, if you're listening to this, to connect her with Candace. You see what I did there? I got her 3 different ways. first I triggered her, I got her mad on purpose. Secondly, if she really meant what she said in this 45-minute recording that will be absolutely uploaded tomorrow, she would be a woman and say, hey, I'm sorry. Because what you're about to hear is her. I fast forwarded while she was on here. She, on this recording, she calls the TBI, okay? And the police. Lie number 2 on my panel, okay? Lie number 2. I forgot all the lies. She lied like literally 5 times right now. So y'all keep in check. How about that grill? How does it? That's a Candace hater right there. And I do meant what I say about the Summers Army. If you are somebody who does the little purple heart and say I'm Summers Army, and you do it in good intentions, I'm not talking about you. But there is a group of hate mongers on YouTube that say, where's Summer, Don? Where's Summer, Candace? And if you are somebody in Prayer Gardens chat, if you are somebody in Smiley's chat, if you are somebody in Voices Behind My Balls chat, if you are somebody in Doug's chat, I'll put him on the screen. If you say that you are Summer's Army and you are caught in any of these people's chats, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. If you are somebody who shares Summer Wells photos on your social media, this is the thing with YouTube. The going thing is not always good. I'm not somebody who always goes with what's going on with YouTube. Think for yourself. Don't copy shit. Don't copy shit that you don't know what is. Summer's Army is an echo chamber of hate who blames the parents with zero evidence. I asked that lady for 2 examples. She couldn't even give me 1. God forbid Don, who doesn't know if his daughter is dead or alive, says a statement that he says. There's nothing wrong with that. This is making him guilty. What a moron. Anyway, we're going to play a few more minutes of this. This was actually a good live. But let's hear why she called just the police, but not yet the TBI. I'm going to put the comments on the screen right now.
The whole situation that's taken place and still going on.
So what exactly did you say to when the TBI when you called them?
I called TBI about the Jackie Dobbs video.
See, I didn't see that. I don't even know.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said you called him on Candace with the kid because you.
No, I called Springdale Police Department.
Right, but you said that you were the one that called the cops on Candace.
Yeah, that was the regular police, not the TBI.
Yeah, no TBI. I turned that video in that I sent you and I sent Candace.
Wait a minute. I'm confused because you said that when you called, the guy said that he didn't seem interested, but
he did not seem interested.
Yeah, but they went out there.
TBI was not interested. The police department had a follow.
Waste of resources. TBI and the police. Lady, I know where you live. You live in a meth capital of Fort Myers. You can't even remember your own lies. I told you we're playing your recording. You think you might remember. This is the lady best friends with the woman who got the sausage man on panel saying that Don Wells does these rituals. Man, I am so glad. Man, high five for Matt right now. Air high five, people. Air high five for the 204. I'm damn good at this, man. I'm fucking damn good at this.
The cops got called after. The cops got called after that video.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it 2 separate instances?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Lady. You just said that you didn't call the TBI. And I said, are you sure about that? You said, yeah. as the police. Lady. 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 Those are your words, not mine. Shall we continue?
My bad. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Right.
You're fine.
Okay, I got you.
It must be frustrating trying to explain it to.
No, I just want to explain everything to Don. I want to have the details down. That's all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I misunderstood. That's all. I mean, I'm not trying to question you.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Definitely one thing also, remember, they would never have let them leave the state if they were, people of interest, or if they were concerned about.
Well, that's what I thought too. I was like, how did he get to go to Arkansas?
Because they just, there was a lot of issues caused by Betty, Andra, Bullhorn Betty, and Jonathan, JLR, and Marissa, Molly Golightly.
How do they get to go to Arkansas? Who are you to dictate where they go? Who the fuck are you? Who are you to question where they go? Them people are not charged with a motherfucking thing. They are allowed to travel the United States of America and the entire world. Who are you to question where them people go? Hey, man, this shit pisses me off. But you know what? I love exposing this shit, and I know I opened some eyes tonight, and that's what I'm here for. For the people who watch this rewind, who think I'm talking to Lady Ruff or yelling at her or cussing at her, yeah, that's not usually how I talk to people in real life. But I got a method to my madness. I got to trigger her to get her ruffled up. I know what I'm doing. It is insanity to me, some of these creators. And lately, man, there's been a lot of people exposing this shit. And I really want to take a time right now to appreciate each and every one of you who helped me with this. This is not always me. When I say I'm damn good at this, I am. I can present it good. And I do take it very personal when someone hits my link trying to blame my friends of something that happened to do with the disappearance of the daughter. Y'all don't know. I'm friends with Don, yeah. I'm going to tell you something. Noelle, the woman in that bathroom right there, she talks to Candace Wells every single day. Not on the telephone, but on a video chat on FaceTime. They became extremely close. And I may not talk to Don all the time, but I always jump in their conversations. It's on speaker. It's on video. I always say, "What's up, Mama?" And I actually owe her this. It wasn't me who called Ziggy and Fred Porkin and be together. It was Candace that called it first. Someone give Candace a timestamp. We talked about that today. I take it personal because then people didn't do nothing. There's a reason why none of these people hit the link. And anytime they do, they are not going to win. And they're not going to win by choking on their own words. This lady just hit my panel and didn't know what she said. But these judgmental people are insane. And if you had any idea where she resides, it is in the meth capital. What's that trailer park called? Google. Somebody do this. Please do this. Google Suncoast Trailer Park in North Fort Myers, Florida. It's one of the biggest trailer parks in all of Florida. And look into it. Look at all the meth being sold there. It takes a big old chunk. I hate that trailer park. I hope tomorrow the whole thing burns down.
Low battery. Please charge.
That thing takes I live 25 miles from it. It's decreasing the property value of my house. Man, look here, man. And to boot, that house them people got in the mountain blows where you stay at.
Low battery.
Double
Please
wide,
charge.
double wide have an ass. Man, this shit is comical to me. I don't have time to let y'all hear this, but what I'm gonna do is monetize a shitbag. I'm gonna upload this tonight and let y'all have a listen to the whole 45-minute video.
Low battery. Please
and make
charge.
money off that toothless wonder. I'm so tired of these people. This lady called the TBI and the police on Candace after she messages her 50 times. Look, anybody could watch a video
Low
here of me on
battery.
YouTube
Please
and
charge.
message me 100 times. It doesn't mean that you know me, especially if I'm not corresponding with you.
Did you check the text message?
No, my phone's going dead.
Just was wondering. I did some.
Low battery.
We'll
Please
wait on
charge.
Jesus. See, we're husband and wife. We might fight at the beginning, but we love at the end. This is how it goes down, people. It goes how it goes down. So listen, man. I hope y'all got the meat potatoes. The meat potatoes is this. PG did a live last night.
Charge.
I had a good person in the bushes that screen recorded it all. And as I'm listening to it and as we're putting this together, I realize that at the beginning of this screen recording, that PG has this guy come on. She tells on herself of where she's getting the information from. I know that name. Where do I name it? No, where do I know this name from? Oh, I talked to her friend once. And then what do you know? The moron pops on stream. You can't not make this shit up. It's there in front of your face. And look, man, I would do that
Low battery.
for
Please
Candace.
charge.
I'll do that for Don. And there's a lot of my moderators and a lot of my members and a lot of my subscribers. Not all of you.
Definitely not.
But some of you, I would do that same thing for. And I know, you know who I'm talking about. So I'm going to end it on that.
Low battery.
This shit's
Please
crazy.
charge.
You can't make it up.
I go to bat. I go to war for quite a few of these people, and some that aren't even here tonight.
You know, the thing is, man, I'm looking for the motherfucker that's going to do that for me and Noel on the internet. And trust me, there's a few of you, but it's far and few in between. But hey, man, we are good friends. You ain't gonna come up here and gaslight. You ain't gonna come up here and do any shenanigans. If you come up here, you will look like a fool. Hands down, as you saw tonight. Be on the lookout for the special upload, a 45-minute clip of that toothless wonder of her telling on herself. Hey, there's no other way for me to let everybody take this in. And then y'all watch the full convo tomorrow. Big shout out to my people that are still listening to the end of this live. If you subscribe to this channel and you watch the videos to the end,
please charge.
You are my favorite people. If you watch the videos through and through until the end, you are my favorite people and you are who I appreciate. Smash the members. We always keep it real. We always bring receipts. Until the next one, man. Whiteboard Radio signing off. This has been easy, almost too easy.